Wonders of Argentina, the hidden places no one talks about. Travel guide. Argentina is often known for tango, beef, Patagonia, and the mighty Iguazu Falls. But beyond the popular postcards, there is a side of Argentina that very few travelers ever experience. Stretching from the windswept plains of La Pampa to the jagged peaks of the Andes, from hidden deserts in the northwest to coastal islands in the south, Argentina is a country of contrasts and secrets. It is not only about the famous cities or landmarks, it is about remote villages perched on cliffs, salt flats that shimmer like mirrors under the sun, and waterfalls tucked away in jungles that few even know exist. This is the Argentina locals keep for themselves, the landscapes that demand patience and curiosity to truly appreciate. Quebrada de Humahuaca. In the northwestern province of Jujuy, the Quebrada de Humahuaca is a deep gorge carved over millennia by the Rio Grande. The cliffs are painted with layered colors, reds, oranges, and greens, telling stories of geological shifts and mineral deposits. While some tourists stop briefly for photos, walking along the quieter paths between small villages like Purmamarca and Tilcara reveals a different pace. Narrow streets, adobe houses, and local markets offer insight into indigenous culture that remains strong in this region. The scale of the valley, rising sharply on either side of the road, creates a dramatic sense of enclosure and awe. Here, landscapes feel both ancient and alive, shaped by both nature and human history, offering more than a fleeting glimpse. Valle de la Luna San Juan. Hidden in the province of San Juan, Valle de la Luna presents a surreal landscape of eroded clay and sandstone. The jagged formations resemble alien terrain, with jagged spires, deep ravines, and shifting colors at sunset. It is less frequented than other natural parks, and those who venture here often find themselves completely alone, except for the wind moving through rock and sand. Hiking trails wind carefully between formations, allowing visitors to explore caves and narrow passes that seem almost untouched. The sense of isolation adds to the drama. Valle de la Luna demonstrates Argentina's capacity for extremes, showing how desert landscapes can be sculpted into breathtaking art by the forces of wind and erosion. Sierra de la Ventana. In Buenos Aires, Provence, far from the well-trodden beaches of Mar del Plata, the Sierra de la Ventana range rises unexpectedly from the flat pampas. Rugged peaks and rocky outcrops create a dramatic contrast against the surrounding plains. Hiking trails move through native bush, revealing hidden waterfalls, glacial valleys, and panoramic views that stretch for kilometers. Towns such as Villa Ventana feel timeless, offering rustic lodgings and small family-run eateries. The area is quieter than most Argentine tourist spots, allowing visitors to experience both the challenge of climbing rocky summits and the peace of isolated valleys. The combination of human scale and vast nature is compelling, giving a sense of intimacy within grandeur. Quebrada de las Conchas, Salta. In Salta province, the Quebrada de las Conchas is a canyon of extraordinary geological formations, where wind and water have sculpted sandstone into towers, arches, and jagged ridges. The region's history is visible in petroglyphs, old churches, and colonial architecture, revealing centuries of human occupation alongside geological wonder. The Red Amphitheater, one of the most dramatic spots, glows under sunlight, while quieter trails lead to hidden waterfalls and viewpoints rarely photographed. Driving through the winding canyon feels cinematic, with constant surprises around each bend. The interplay of light, shadow, and color here reminds visitors that Argentina's northern landscapes are a dynamic interplay of nature and history. Parque Provincial Isquigualasto. Often called the Valley of the Moon, Isquigualasto in San Juan province preserves some of the oldest known dinosaur fossils on Earth. Beyond the scientific significance, the landscape itself feels extraordinary. Strange rock formations rise from arid desert floors, with striations and curves created by eons of erosion. Few tourists venture here, compared to Iguazu or Patagonia, making the sense of remoteness palpable. The ground feels fragile and alive, a reminder of deep geological time. Walking along the designated paths, visitors can see formations named by locals such as the submarine or the mushroom rock. each carrying unique colors and shapes. The desert silence amplifies the feeling that this is a place where Earth reveals its own history. Los Alerces National Park, Chubut. In Patagonia, Los Alerces National Park is often overshadowed by the fame of Nahuel Huapi or Tierra del Fuego. Yet this park holds ancient forests of alerce trees, some thousands of years old, towering above pristine lakes and rivers. The dense forest creates a cathedral-like atmosphere, with filtered light falling on moss-covered trunks. Trails lead to waterfalls, lagoons, and hidden viewpoints where the Andes rise sharply above reflective water. Canoeing or kayaking through the quiet lakes adds to the immersive experience. Los Alerces feels untouched in a way that larger parks cannot, combining botanical wonder with geological grandeur. It is an environment both contemplative and energizing. Laguna Brava, La Rioja. High in the Andes, near the Chilean border, Laguna Brava is a remote saltwater lake reflecting snow-capped peaks and open skies. Access requires long drives over rough terrain, making it one of Argentina's more secluded destinations. The vivid blues and pinks of the salt lake shift with light, creating landscapes that resemble abstract paintings. Flamingos and other high-altitude wildlife populate the area, enhancing the sense of isolation. Small settlements nearby reveal local traditions of highland life, blending culture with dramatic geography. This is Argentina's high Andes at its most pristine, where human presence is minimal and natural forces dominate. Valle de Uco, Mendoza. Beyond the vineyards known internationally, Valle de Uco in Mendoza offers both world-class wine and hidden landscapes. The Andes rise sharply behind vineyards, providing snow-capped peaks as a backdrop to cultivated fields. Lesser-known estancias and boutique wineries provide quiet tastings with sweeping views. Hiking trails and surrounding foothills lead to waterfalls and streams that few tourists encounter. The combination of agriculture and untouched mountain terrain creates a layered experience, showing how human cultivation and natural majesty coexist. Valle de Uco is both approachable and spectacular, rewarding curiosity beyond the standard wine tours. Quebrada de Humahuaca offshoots. Even within the better-known Quebrada de Humahuaca, smaller offshoots and side valleys reveal secret waterfalls, tiny villages, and paths rarely walked. Following a narrow dirt road, visitors might discover a century-old church tucked between cliffs, or a local artisan producing traditional crafts with minimal tourists. Streams cut through valleys, creating reflective pools and microhabitats that teem with life. These offshoots emphasize that even familiar regions contain hidden layers, and that exploration often requires leaving the main road behind. In this quiet side valleys, the interplay of human history and natural beauty becomes intimate and immediate. Laguna del Diamante, Mendoza. Set at the foot of Maipo Volcano, Laguna del Diamante is a glacial lake of extraordinary clarity and scale. Access is challenging, requiring unpaved roads and mountain passes, which keeps visitor numbers low. From the shore, the reflection of the volcano on the water mirrors the sky perfectly, creating a sense of symmetry and vastness. Surrounding mountains rise steeply, framing the lake and emphasizing isolation. The combination of altitude, volcanic terrain, and glacial meltwater makes this one of the most striking hidden natural wonders in Argentina. It is not simply a lake, it is a landscape shaped by multiple natural forces converging over millennia. If this journey through Argentina's secret wonders expanded your view, take a moment to like this video, subscribe for more in-depth travel explorations, and share it with someone who thinks they already know the country. There is always another canyon, another lake, another mountain pass waiting beyond the familiar roads.